Right, hello again, traders. I have I started off with a this video, I should say, having had a walk, having missed the perfect continuation trade based on this M15 chart here. I watched it go down, but the Bollingers were all wrong. They were pink sell zone as opposed to red. Now, I did get quite excited about that because when I started the previous video that I abandoned because I had I need to learn to or get a decent editor for this stuff. But I had about a 2-minute quiet moment because I just couldn't believe my eyes. Because what happened was we were sat on that S2 there, and I was, really revved up about this being a potential holy grail continuation indicator. The obvious continuation trade based on what we do, TMA and stuff, was actually here, red, grey, red, and boom, it went down, and it went down. This would have been the original proper entry. If I'd been about, we would have got an entry there too, for lots of reasons. Forget the Bollinger Bands on there. I put them on there to see what on earth, to analyse what this was telling me, and quite frankly, it didn't really agree. So I'm not criticising the original coder of this. I was extremely positive 15 minutes ago, and then for whatever reason, and I still can't work out exactly why, they were all pink. And when I looked at the 5-minute, that was the idea of having the Bollingers on there. It should have been showing red at this candle here way before it was still pink, because it had closed through the lower Bollinger outside of the range, which would have been a 76 pip trade. And then when I flipped through 2 different time frames, all of a sudden it changed. Now, that's the way I check indicators anyway. Check whether they've got some sort of cache, lag, whatever you want to call it, because we all know indicators do lag. Some do worse than others. Some are horrendous and would never ever be useful. And I've tried to always triple check that out of my trading, which is why you can trust the indicators that I use, and why I would not suggest trusting an indicator that hasn't properly been tested. And this is the reason for this video. It was I had hopes. I had really high hopes of this being a good indicator, a good addition for continuations, because I mean, what I use for strong continuations is inverse divergence. There's no weakness in this down move, no divergence at all, no lower lows making higher lows. So that is good. I had hoped this would agree with it, but it's done such a massive error. It's a shame I can't show you the video live, because I need to get on top of editing, because I have to abandon them. And I had my mouth was agape, because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Sorry, I can't. So it's not all doom and gloom. I can still easily predict and use the original things that I've found on the TMA, lack of divergence and everything for a continuation. On the higher time frames, we've always talked about this. I use the expression, I can't possibly think of going long or not going short when we have this configuration here: bust, pullback, break and close. There's the bust, the pullback, the break and close down, and there's the continuation. So as I've said many times in these videos, there's new ways to read these indicators. There's going to be loads of them. Shall I leave the Bollingers on for a while? Yeah, while I've still got this on my chart and I'm watching it, learning from it, I'll leave the Bollinger Bands on. But this was definitely out of sync with the actual bands. Let me have another look at the settings and see whether I'm missing anything. The Bollingers are the 20, 22, and that's it on the close. Oh, I should have checked. I'm sure I did check it, but I might have reverted to some old settings on it. Where's the settings? Oh, I wonder what that is. BZSZ, new state, color, hold on minutes. What is that? What about new? God. So maybe that is the culprit. I'll have to look on his thread actually. But let's put 1. I wonder what that will do. Label font size. Nothing about the Bollinger settings. Nothing at all. I'll have to go and have a look on his thread. Now, I wonder what that 1 minute from the 60 minute will do. So gold is still in the sell zone. US 100 is in the buy zone. Well, that clearly is. Damn, that is interesting. Let's change the settings on this to dots. Well, we can clearly see the old methods would have helped us. Remember, this is always in testing. There was a slam dunk gold trade that effectively this stopped me taking. Maybe that new setting will help. We shall see. Anyway, if nothing else, this shows you a positive divergence, inverse divergence is the expression I used. Shows you the reliability of our existing methods and how I test new indicators against them. Had I been desperate for a trade instead of being in a position where I made my trades early on in the morning, then this would have been a perfectly good possible trade. I mean, it's just a beauty, wasn't it? You know, if you look at the line charts, there's a kink there. So that was a buyer area broken by sellers, and you can clearly see it's been tested. Another one there. And remember, you can draw these hours before they happen, literally hours, and just wait for price to react to them. And there. So might as well make it there. I used to put a lot of, do these zones, the high and the low. Not so worried now, but it's nice and tidy, keeps things straight. And that one would be a little bit lower. In fact, that would be more like it. And then you can see how the candles react to them. So the time wasn't wasted making this video. That's the important bit. Maybe this 1 minute change will make a difference. I'll have to play with those settings and see, because this was so far behind what we were seeing there, and then the way that it changed for no apparent reason to the correct settings could have been just a coincidence with the time I clicked between time frames, but I wouldn't use that as a way to qualify a new indicator. There's a whole new level down there as well, wasn't there? So when we get the candles back, You can see them testing the levels, breaking the levels, and then drop down to the lower time frames, and you will see how they react so strongly to those levels and give us the perfect traffic light trading entry systems. So very dangerous place to consider trading here, and there's no reason to, according to this now. Though having said that, we've got a green-red situation there. But that's it, guys. Sorry for a bit of a odd video, because I was really expecting to have better things from this, but I need to go and have a read on Forex Factory, what he is actually doing here. It may well be that he abandoned the whole thing for whatever reason, so I've just wasted my time. But no time on charts is spent wasted. No time analysing, deep diving into stuff, because what it's done also, for me personally, it has just said it is going to be very difficult to improve on what I consider almost perfection. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, folks. And sorry, this cold just keeps getting better a bit, then worse, and then better and worse. It's driving me insane, actually. Probably driving you insane as well, all the sniffling and moaning. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.